Hi, my name is Jimena Gomez Aguado, and I'll be the president of the International Court of Justice with the help of Lorena Rioja as moderator and Sofia Fernandez being the conference officer. In this committee, you'll be able to have fun while learning about piracy in the 19th century. You'll also have the opportunity to investigate and get to know about the greatest Chinese female pirate of all times, Xingxi. In the International Court of Justice, you'll be able to justify different points of views, and you'll also be taught about different ways to solve and argue a problem. But what is the International Court of Justice? The International Court of Justice, also known as World Court, is the main judicial organ of the United Nations. The court's job is to settle in accordance to the law and legal disputes. The court gives advisory opinions based on legal questions that are authorized by the UN organs and other specialized agencies. Based on the participation of the parties that are concerned, the court decides disputes between them. If one of the parties wishes to proceed one way or the other, it is obliged to act in accordance with the court's decision. It is formed by 15 judges who are elected by the General Assembly and the Security Council for a 9-year term of office. The court must represent the main forms of civilization and principal legal systems of the world. For a candidate to be elected, it must have an absolute majority of votes in both General Assembly and Security Council. Judges are eligible for re-election.
There are a few tales less thrilling than the ones about pirates. Since we were little, we heard stories about great men and women navigating through the seas in search for treasure and power. Even if it seems like a fairy tale, there were real pirates in our seas not so long ago. With the amount of unique and thrilling adventures about fearless pirates, it is hard to know how true those stories were. But research has been made, and we can get to know how these intrepid people lived. Most pirates used to be cruel with the only objective of discovering treasure, with no special care or respect for human life. Yet they were lost for the sea, and they were so intimidating and demanding that even the scariest pirates obeyed. The pirates used to show an amazing loyalty between them. The captains were chosen by voting, and the plan to share the treasure was decided before each trip. The hunger for power and the crazy need for vengeance passed down to a very memorable and exciting part of history in our world, and that's what we are going to learn about.
Xingxi was a woman with an extravagant life. She's known as a leading Chinese pirate who petrified the Chinese civil. She married a fearsome man that was the head of the pirate fleet. There are people who say that her marriage was based on love, but there are also people that say that her marriage was based on business agreement. Then, when her husband died, she decided to be in charge of the pirate fleet, and that's how she managed to become one of the most dreadful pirates of the 19th century. Then, with the help of the code of conduct drawn by Xing Pao, she had clear rules of the behavior and finances and power structure of the fleet. Anyone who dared to disobey her would be condemned horribly.